Hi everybody, my name's Allison. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to do a general reading for the sign of Libra. This is your Libra eclipse reading. So the lunar eclipse in Libra is March 25th. So I think I just said Libra about 100 times, it felt like, in the first 5 minutes. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and check in on your overall energy around that time and see what's going on for you. And remember, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and go ahead and leave the rest. Before we dive into it, I just want to make a quick announcement. I have a 4-week tarot masterclass beginning Sunday, April 14th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're going to meet for 4 consecutive Sundays at 7 p.m. on Zoom. It's April 14th, 21st, 28th, and May 5th. And this is a class that is going to be based on the Rider-Waite deck. And I have over 100 easy to digest modules covering the A to Z of tarot and intuition development. Again, I've got the 4 online classes, which will be me. They're structured classes, and you'll also be able to interact and learn and grow with the other students. And it's really a lot of fun. And each class is an hour. However, it may go longer if you have more questions or if you want to practice a spread. Now, I'm very generous with my time and I allow this class to go over. It's definitely going to be 1 hour. And if nobody has any questions and you don't want to practice right now, then we end the class. However, if you want to continue going, I will give you an extra hour. I kind of look at it as having office hours, and we just continue to practice. Because my goal is, of course, I want you to be completely competent in tarot, and I want you to feel comfortable with it. I love this. I can do this all day long. So it's not an issue for me, but I definitely want you to learn. So I'm offering the 4 classes we do on Zoom, and you'll also be given weekly exercises to do. That way when we come to class, you will already have that background. Do you have any questions? Go ahead and bring that up. Other people might have questions, and then you learn from each other. I also have additional bonus training about oracle cards, and I've got strategies to uncover hidden wisdom in readings. You're going to build your intuition connection with the cards and unlock your spiritual gifts. That's why you see me use this deck a lot, is I am completely connected to this deck. You would think that I actually wrote this deck myself and did the illustrations. That's how connected to this deck I actually am. So for me, it's based on nature, and it's green, and it's lush. And it's old school. So for me, I really resonate with this deck. And then, let's see, anything else? So if you do decide to take the class, the space is limited, and like I said, I only offer it twice a year, once in the spring and once in the fall. So if you're interested, please sign up. If you have any questions, shoot me an email. And if you have more questions than what you see, the answers on the page, or what I can give you, we can even have a Zoom call. I'm open to that. And that's really it. I'm really looking forward to the class. I can't wait. Space is limited, so if you're interested, please reach out to me or just go ahead and sign up. Okay, that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so what does the universe want to tell Libra? We've got 2 of Swords. We've got the 4 of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Swords. We have the 10 of Wands. We have the Page of Swords, and we have the Hierophant. For your opportunity, we have the Ace of Cups. How beautiful. And for your challenge, we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so we've got a nice different kind of spread here for you, Libra. A lot is coming in for you, and a lot is leaving for you. I can already see that. This is going to be a very intense lunar eclipse for you. And we do have a gift and blessing from the universe. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in. So for your overall energy, it's starting off with the 2 of Swords. And this is really a good time for you to go inside, look internally, start asking yourself some questions to get to know yourself better, who you are right here and right now. And when you see this card come up, it's asking you to ask these questions to clarify who you are. I feel like there might be a little bit of confusion. I think that you've been going through a lot of changes. There's a lot of transitions coming in for you. Maybe new people in your life, new career, new job, new school. You've got a lot going on. So what are you really, right? You know, who are you now? What do you love? What brings you happiness? What do you know? And you really want to feel into this, like use your intuition in your heart and feel into this, because it's not who your parents want you to be. It's not who your kids want you to be. It's not who society wants you to be. It's who you really are. And you don't have to share these answers with anyone. This is for your own personal growth. What do you love, right? What do you covet? What is your secret? What is your strength of character, and what is your weakness of character, and what is your philosophy? These are the types of things you want to ask yourself. And I always throw in, you know, where's your health at right now? Because this is big, especially what's been going on the last few years. Everything's gotten really crazy. So ask yourself, are you where you want to be health-wise? And if that's a yes or a no, then, you know, go a little deeper. Is this where I want to be? No. What can I do to get on track and where I want to be? If it's the answer is yes, great. What can I do to maintain the space that I'm in because I'm in a really good position? It's asking yourself those types of questions. All right, then we've got the Four of Pentacles, and this is just telling me, you know, you need to be careful not to be overly controlling. I think that if you hold on too tight, that's when you actually lose control. And so it's just telling you to loosen your grip a little bit. Don't choke something out that you're trying to bring into a type of manifestation, or even don't choke out these answers that you're going to be coming up with. The questions are there, but how you answer it, you know, don't be so controlling that you choke it out, right? Okay, so then we've got the Nine of Swords, and what I'm sensing from this is that you have a lot of internal fears coming up, and this is swords, so this is thoughts, words, and ideas, but this is stuff that's coming up in your own head. So this is going to be feelings of anxiousness, any guilt, any just any fears. Maybe it could be fear of failure, fear of success, you know, depending on what your take is on it. It could be just a fear of change even, but you've got some fears that are coming up that are unsubstantiated. You are creating these own fears. So I think that part of this maybe is to not be so controlling and fearful, because remember, when you're in fear mode, you're not in a loving energy. You're not in love mode. So when you tighten down and you're afraid, you're in survival mode. So if you loosen up a little bit and you get rid of these fears, because again, thoughts, words, ideas, it's internal, that when you get rid of that, it allows you to be in a more loving mode. And so, you know, just to jump ahead a little bit, this is part of your opportunity. We've got this Ace of Cups to get into this loving mode. All right, so let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. All right. So we have the Seven of Wands, we have the Six of Cups, we have the Knight of Wands, we have the Five of Cups. So make sure this is lined up right for you. All right. And we've got the Two of Pentacles, and we've got the Two of Wands. So really, you know, this is interesting. So when you're asking these questions to get to know yourself better, you know, and again, this is your overall energy, you know, you're really having to stand your ground. I don't know if people have a misunderstanding around you, or they don't quite understand what it is you're trying to bring in, or maybe even some people are jealous of you, but they definitely are trying to knock you off your block. They're trying to really knock you off your path that you're on right now. And I think they just don't get you. And I think that, you know, they want you to be the image of who they want you to be. And this is tying into getting to know yourself, but you're really being asked to stand your ground on this. And then with this Six of Cups, you know, I think with some of this coming in, you know, you're really being asked, part of this energy that's coming in is to be in this loving space. And this is a time before any bitterness or cynicism touched your heart. It's really easy to be cynical, and it's fun and it's clever, and you know, we all tap into that at times. But I think what's happening right now with this type of transition that's coming in for you is for you to tap back into how you felt in childhood. and find those moments that really create a joy for you. And it's not that you're going to be doing the same activity, but it's tapping into that same feeling. So maybe, you know, playing hopscotch as a kid was a total joy for you. Well, maybe now walking on the beach with your significant other, or even alone, and just having that beauty and that exhilaration of being with nature, even if there's other people around, but you are there. Maybe you're walking along the shoreline, you feel the water come up and lap at your feet. I mean, it's one of those feelings, okay, to tap into that joy, that this is really an important energy for you coming in. And then with this Four of Pentacles, it's being clarified by the Knight of Wands and the Five of Cups. And again, this is really vibing that for this controlling issue, that you need to lighten up and not be quite as controlling. You're given a lot of energy and a lot of potential to really create something big for yourself, but if you're that controlling, you're going to lose something, and it's going to be a big loss. You know, this could be the loss of a friend, a family member, literally or figuratively, depending on the situation. This could be a loss of a job. It could be the loss of maybe just an opportunity even, right? But you feel it deep in your soul when this loss occurs, and you really end up regretting it. You end up regretting being this controlling to make that happen. Maybe you push someone away from you, or, you know, it's just like it's something to do with the control. And you see, he feels this sense of loss and bereavement over what has happened. He's got these 3 spilt cups. But again, if he would turn around, he would feel very grateful for having 2 cups. And it's perspective, right? He would be able to turn around and continue going to then get a 3rd cup, a 4th cup. You know, this is the 5th cup, but maybe this time he doesn't spill it. So it's a matter of perspective. And so this is part of your energy that's coming in. But you definitely have an opportunity charging in for you to do that. Okay, and then over here with the 9 of Swords, it's being clarified by the 2 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands, and you're really being asked, you know, once you start looking into yourself and asking these questions of who you are now, you know, what is it that I'm being overly controlling on? You know, you're then being asked to balance your responsibility, introduce some fun into your life if you haven't already, right? Because you're being asked to go back and have that sense of joy and wonder in the world, and that will make it easier for you to clarify your intention for what it is that you're trying to bring in, whether it's going to be a relationship, a career, a business, finances, whatever it is that you're working on. Maybe you want a new dog or something, but it's one of those things where once this is in alignment, it just makes it easy for you to move forward. Okay, so that is your overall energy. Now we're going to look at the guidance and advice from Spirit. And the first card that came up is the 10 of Wands. And this, excuse me, this card is really talking about being burned out and being overly burdened. And even if you took on work that was really a lot of fun, if you felt very responsible to do it, maybe it was family or work oriented, and so you just went ahead and did it, but now you're really feeling burned out. And so that's really coming to an end for you. You're really able to see that you took on too much. You're able to stand back, take a breath, maybe put up boundaries around work or friends or family. You're not taking on as much as you were, so you've got like these old cycles coming to an end, and new ones are going to be beginning for you. But the key is you're definitely feeling very burned out. Then we've got this Page of Swords, and what I'm getting is that, again, this fear has come up for you, and this is the advice and guidance from Spirit. When these fears come up, which are right here, and part of being a control freak is also fear. It's fear of not having control. It makes you crazy. But when these fears come up, if you just sit down and take a deep breath, because you're very intelligent, and spend 5 minutes looking at the situation, those fears are going to go away. And that's what this card is telling you, that you just need to sit down and think about it. Use your head, use your logic. And you'll see that these fears are irrational. And then we've got the Hierophant, And this is really talking about a spiritual connection that you have, right? You've got the high priestess, and then you have the Hierophant, which is the priest. And this is really talking about your connection to the divine, to God, to the universe. You can use whatever word you want, but this is really Spirit saying that you've got this connection, and always know that you're not walking alone is really what I'm getting. And that if there's something that you need an answer to, if there's a story you feel that you need to hear in your life right now to help get advice from, that if you ask it, it will come to you in your dreams, daydreaming, through meditation. You might remember it, you might not. It might be that you don't hear these messages per se, but maybe you wake up in the morning, or a few hours after meditation, or even a few days or weeks, you get the answer that you're looking for, but you need to ask it. And that's what's coming in here. You definitely have a very intense, strong spiritual connection. And in this advice and guidance, Spirit is saying, ask away. I'm here for you, and I'm always with you. What a powerful, powerful reading for you. All right, so let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. So the Seven of Pentacles, so I would definitely say that now it's about work. And the Wheel of Fortune, look at this, for your destiny. All right, and then we've got the Page of Swords, clarifying the Page of Swords. And the Devil card. We've got the Ten of Wands twice here for you. Look at the duplicates here just in the advice and guidance, and I'll explain that in just a second. And the Three of Swords. So this is very intense. It's not like the duplicates are up here. They're down here in your advice and guidance. So over here with this Ten of Wands and you feeling very burned out, and Spirit is wanting to point that out. Set those boundaries up. Start taking better care of yourself. Get more sleep, I think, is probably a huge one for people. I don't think people get enough rest. Maybe you need to take some magnesium. But it's being clarified by the Seven of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. And this is really about, that's why I'm saying that I think it's tied into work for most of you. And that could even be if you're a stay-at-home parent, really looking at what it is that you're doing at home. Because everything is work, right? It just depends. So with the Seven of Pentacles, now you're assessing everything that you've done, and you're seeing, like, has it paid off? Has it been worth all this hard work? And if it has, then you're going to continue. If it hasn't, this is a good time to change directions and to look at your other options. But you are really taking assessment of everything that you've been working on, because you're burned out, and you need to find out if this is really worth it. Are you really going to be able to go somewhere with this? This is your fate, right? This, you're all around on the wheel. We all are. And I feel for you right now, you're kind of like at a halfway point, and you're trying to figure out if this is for you. If you're going in the right direction, you're going to be going up. If you're not, you're either going to stay there or sink back down and start something new. I mean, you're just like, you're going to be all over the place. It's up to you. But this is part of your fate, is to figure this out and ask these questions. So here, this is so interesting. You've got the Page of Swords clarified by the Page of Swords and the Devil card. And like I said, you need to spend like 5 minutes calm, and you'll think your way out of this situation. This Page of Swords is presenting you with an obstacle, which it's the fear. And getting a grip on any irrational thoughts, fears, I would say negative self-talk, negative self-image. You need to get a grip on that. He's presenting you with an opportunity to do that. Will it be easy? No, but it's something that you really need to do to be able to progress on in life. You're also standing in your truth. So this is truth time for you, right? This is part of that spiritual growth for you, and growth just as a person in general, right? You're maturing yourself. You're getting that deep emotional IQ, and it's starting right here. You also have the Devil card coming in, and so you might be second guessing yourself. So you really need to tap into your intuition and see if it rings true for you, because you might be having some kind of interference coming in, and this could be fear itself. This could be maybe a feeling of hopelessness. Maybe it's a feeling of being addicted to negative self-talk or negative self-image. But I do feel this coming for you. I don't feel in this particular reading that this is a negative person for you. I feel that it is internal in you, negative thoughts. So I don't feel like I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't feel like there's an outside influence of a negative person in your life in this reading for what we're looking at, okay? It's going to be something internal that you need to spend time with inside. Okay, that being said, we have the Hierophant, and it's being clarified by the Ten of Wands and the Three of Swords, and you have this beautiful, deep spiritual connection, okay? But it's being clarified by the Ten of Wands. You've got all these burdens, and the burnout feeling is still here, so you're really burned out. I don't know what it is that you're doing, but you're really burned out, and Spirit is trying to tell you to stand back and really take a break. You're going to break your own heart. So I think that, you know, with this type of burnout feeling, if you're not going to take care of yourself, you could physically, mentally, emotionally make yourself sick. And it's going to break your own heart. If you're trying to manifest something in, you know, you're going to fall short. You're not going to do it. Maybe you miss deadlines. You know, maybe you make mistakes because you're not feeling good, you're not thinking correctly, you didn't get enough sleep, or you got the flu, and, you know, it's just, I'm just getting it's one of those. I'm not getting that somebody else is going to break your heart with this card. I'm getting that it's really tied into you being burned out. And so really take a look at that and start taking care of yourself. You know, maybe pencil in a day or two for yourself and don't do anything. Just have, you know, a day on the couch watching Netflix. You know, or just doing absolutely nothing, hanging out with your dog or your cat, or, you know, no TV whatsoever, you know, because that's really how you step out of this matrix. Turn that TV off. All right. Okay, that being said, this is the guidance and advice from Spirit. Now let's look at your opportunity and your challenge. So your opportunity is this Ace of Cups. And, you know, when this card comes up, it can mean several things. But for this reading, what I am getting is that Spirit wants you to remember that you are very noble. Whether the people around you know it or not, it's important that you know it. And I really feel like this is tying into a self-image. It's important that you know you are noble and you act with grace and dignity. And it sometimes, maybe some of you are even heroic. But it is that you are very noble. You know right from wrong. You know how to be generous. It's just it's a really beautiful feeling, but this is really coming in very strong, and this is an opportunity for you. Then you've got a challenge. This is going to be the Page of Pentacles, and your challenge is to make a sound decision. It's going to be difficult for you. For some of you, you're going to need a mentor, okay? You're not really able to do it yourself, and you need to find someone that you really trust, that you know is out for your best interest to help you make this decision, but you definitely have a decision coming in. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. We've got this beautiful Temperance card. And the Magician. Oh my God, how beautiful. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. You have the Four of Pentacles now twice in this reading. Okay, so it is a challenge for you. It is a challenge for you to not be so controlling. All right, but we're going to come back to that. I want to focus up here first. We'll do the opportunity. And so with this opportunity, with this Ace of Cups, you've got this gift and blessing from the universe. Spirit really wants you to know how noble you are. This is a beautiful, I would say a direct message from the divine, from God, from Spirit. Use whatever word you want, but it is a direct message reminding you of how beautiful you are and how noble you are. And it's being clarified by another spiritual download and a very spiritual card. This is the Temperance card. This is about balance. It's about enlightenment. It's about you finding your path to enlightenment. This is that high emotional IQ. This is a spiritual IQ. You are really standing in a strong position right now. Now, this is an opportunity for you to really open yourself up to see just how strong you really are, that how noble you are and how powerful you are. And I say powerful because you've got the Magician here, and you are powerful when you stand in that love vibration. You are powerful when you are noble, okay? You are in a leadership position when you are in there, and you've got this beautiful sense of balance. You've done all this hard work. You have times of stress and times of relaxation. Think of it as you're a blacksmith and you're forging a sword, okay? You're doing metal and you heat it up, you bang it into shape, and you stick it in water. It's that kind of thing. You've got these moments of heat and intensity, and then, which is all the hard work, and then you've got moments of relaxation, and that's going to be putting the blade in the water. It's that kind of an environment for you, is that you've got that kind of balance. Sorry, I don't know, my computer's going off all of a sudden if you hear that in the background. So you've got this beautiful sense of balance that's coming in for you. So really tap into that feeling. And with this Magician, you're really able to manifest and make anything happen, right? You can tap into any element. I mean, this is that active male energy. This is the divine masculine. And he's able to create and bring in whatever he wants. So if you have a dream that you're pursuing right now, a new business, if you're looking for a new career, if you're looking for a relationship, this is really an excellent opportunity for you to bring in whatever it is that you want. But you have to do the work. You have to be pursuing your passion. It needs to be in alignment with truth for you. All right, that being said, this is an opportunity for you. It's up to you to grab it. Not everybody does, but it is there for you, Libra. Okay, so now we're going to look at your challenge. Your challenge is to make these decisions that are right for you. And it's being clarified by the 5 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. And this is really going back to a control issue. So for you to make this choice, like I said, you need some type of supervision. You need a mentor. You need somebody to help you make this right decision for most of you. And you're very controlling, and you don't want to give up that power. You don't want to maybe even give up knowledge about the decision that you're going to make. You want to be able to do everything yourself. And with whatever is going on, you really need somebody else's opinion that's coming in. It's like you need a second opinion. You know what you want to do, but you need to bounce this idea off somebody else. So again, don't be so controlling, okay? You're going to be left out in the cold if you are. You really need outside help on this matter, whatever it is that you're bringing in. That's interesting. But this is a challenge for you. This is hard, right? This is hard to give that up. Okay, well, that's what I've got for you. How interesting. So remember, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And leave a comment if this resonates with you. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, the link is in the description below. And just a reminder, the 4-week Tarot Masterclass begins Sunday, April 14th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, everybody, thank you for watching, and have a great rest of your month and a great lunar eclipse. Bye for now.